Imagine, if you will, walking onto a job site where the foundation was poured weeks ago. The concrete is cured, the anchor bolts are set, but you find a guy with a shovel, sweating and exhausted, trying to dig deeper under the edge of the slab. He thinks he is being a hard worker. He thinks he is making the building safer. The reality is he is a hazard, and he is undermining the structural integrity of the entire project. And yet we do this with our souls every single day. We have cracks in our character, we know we have failed, so we pick up the shovel of penance and guilt. We try and dig our way into the architect's favor. We think if we just feel bad enough for long enough, we will finally earn a foundation that won't shift. And we are exhausted because we are trying to do the job of the concrete. And the lie of the flesh says, I have to earn the ground that I stand on. But look at the specs in Hebrews 4, 9 through 10. There remains therefore a rest for the people of God. For he who has entered his rest has himself also ceased from his work, as God did from his. And I checked the logs from the iron worker, Charles Spurgeon. He knew the danger of a man trying to add to the cross when he said, If you are to be saved by your own works, you may well be full of fear. But if Christ has finished the work for you, then you may rest. We tend to think that resting is the same as being lazy. We feel like if we aren't digging, nothing is happening. We have it backwards. In construction, the superstructure can only be built once the digging stops. If you refuse to put down the shovel, you can never start framing the walls. The cross was the final sign-off on the slab. You don't provide the bedrock, you just build on it. And the master inspector walked away from the site. He looked at the cross and stamped the permit finished. You do not have the authority to overrule his inspection. When he says the foundation is set, your job with the shovel is over. So declare this over the noise of your own guilt today. I am done digging. I refuse to haggle for a foundation that has already been poured. I am standing on the finished work of Christ. The inspection is passed. The slab is secure. I'm moving from the dirt to the build. My soul is at rest because the work is done. To transition from an excavation mindset to a framing mindset, stop asking if you are good enough for the foundation. Start asking, how can I build a life that honors the strength of the one holding me up? So let's identify one past failure that you keep digging up to show God how sorry you are. For the physical action today, find a spot of dirt. Set a shovel or a hand tool on the ground. Walk away from it. Do not pick it up for the rest of the day. Every time that guilt comes back, remind yourself, the inspection is passed, the slab is set. And ask yourself, how can I trust the strength of the slab today instead of trying to prove I'm a good digger? You can spend your life in a hole you were never meant to finish, or you can stand on the slab and start the build that God intended for you. I am dropping the shovel. This is the way.